My name is Martins Okoro. I am the MD of Welfare Services Limited. I'm a fellow in Nigerian Association of Technologists in Nigeria.
I'm Daniel Mambo.
Okay, my name is Anita Michael. I came here all by myself.
And my company sponsored me to this training for me to get more knowledge and skills required for well testing.
I found out that there was a youth arrest in the country, and I also found out that there's a gap in technical skills in the oil and gas industry. And because of this gap, I decided to take a booster to bridge the gap in these technical skills. And one of them I found out was that we are losing a lot of hands to the international community, especially the UAE, United Arabs, and the West African countries, because of the skills of people in Nigeria. So as soon as we trade them, they take off to other countries to go and work. So I decided to bridge this gap to also build the capacity of our people in the oil and gas industry. So generally, that is one of the things that gave me flame to start this school. Number two, I also find out that I have pleasure and passion in impacting people, leaving them with something that can help them in their life. I've served some years in the oil and gas industry, and I feel at this point in time, I should be able to give back to people, imparting them, giving them part of the experience which I've acquired over the years, so that they'll be able to stand on their foot. Number three is to have continuity in this field of engineering that exists in the oil and gas. Because I find out that if we don't do something like this, we cannot see people like us in the oil and gas in the near future. We started this training school roughly 5 years ago, and as of today, we have trained not less than 160 students that pass through this training school. I can confidently tell you that about 60% of these students are working outside Nigeria, while about 20% are working in Nigeria. Like what I mentioned initially, we try to balance theory with practicals. So usually anyone that passes out from this school can go straight to the field and begin to work. So as soon as you finish from this school, you are employable in the oil and gas industry, the area of surface well testing operator, or you can even be a production operator in a process facility. So because here we try to expose you to practical in 1 week, for you to be able to identify the equipment, know how it works, and if possible, operate some of those equipment. So the rate of employment after the school is about 80%.
So good. You've been wonderful.
With the teachings that we got from the classroom, so we really come to appreciate them here when we are seeing all the equipments that were being taught in the classroom physically here on the training ground.
And this week we are now in the facility, getting our hands dirty, doing the practical work.
We don't just throw the students away and leave them alone in the field. Part of what we do is that as soon as you finish from this training school, we have a group that you join. And as you are working, if you have any challenge, you post it on the WhatsApp group. Within 5 to 10 minutes, our students from the world working in various places will tell you what to do. So we still follow up after the training to get more information on where you are, what you are doing, and the challenges you are having in your present job. As far as you can read and write, you can start from the lowest level of this training, which is well test operators training, and up to even a graduate or anyone that want to have a career change in this field. You are eligible for this training. Yeah, we have some institutions that usually come here, especially their students come here before they graduate. to be exposed to part of the things they do in the classroom. Institutions like IPS, the Institute of Petroleum Studies, Port Harcourt, their students come to this facility before they graduate, and we take them on a tour through our facility and also try to run through with them some of the things they did in classroom, from oil exploration to drilling, to production to processing, and we try to discuss together. Also, we have students from University of Science and Technology, now River State University. They also come here on a tour for experience. We are also affiliated through PETAM. We share and we trade their interest. And we made remarkable progress in this, or success in this. Some of the students we train are working in Bedama Oil. Some are also working in some other companies, renowned companies in Nigeria.
So that is why you need goggles. You need to protect your eyes when you are doing anything that involves hammering or anything.
What I mentioned earlier, I have passion to impart the young people, sharing my experience and the knowledge I've gained over the years. So I love seeing people who knows nothing about well testing coming for training, and after 2 weeks of contact with me, I put value in them and make them to sell the oil and gas. So I'm happy to see people with nothing becoming an operator as they are leaving the training school in 2 weeks. And people usually ask, is it possible when they come in and they can beat their chest at the end of the training that it is possible, and they made it.
The instructor has been very, very explicit in his lecture.
Yes, he's a wonderful man. He's well experienced.
Meeting my instructor, he's a very knowledgeable person. He's very good in this. He's very experienced in the field of well testing.
He has everything, at the tip of his finger.
Yeah, my future plan for this training school is not to end in oil and gas. I want to identify all the gaps we have for technical skills in Nigeria. Looking at the mechanic, the automobile mechanics, we went from carburetor to injectors, and today we are talking about brain bus that operates vehicles. And find out that most of the cars we buy in Nigeria are damaged by mechanics. So I'm also trying to see how I can develop other technical training areas like automobile and even instrumentation and control and some other courses. And apart from that, I'm trying to work with MBT. I've applied to the Nigeria Board of Technical Education. I've applied to them to try and develop a curriculum for surface well testing and some oil and gas courses. The advice I have for the young ones is that when they graduate from school, no matter the course of study they take in the school, they can actually do what we call a career change. Come to this training school, acquire some skills, which is what some white boys usually do overseas, and you will get a job. Secondly, to parents that encourage their children coming down to sit down at home while they give them fish to eat. There's an adage that says it's better to teach a child how to fish than to give him fish to eat. I will advise, give them money to come and attend this training. And at the end, they will get a job and they'll be fishing for themselves to eat. And I want to tell them finally that what they see on ground in this place can be compared to training school in Schlumberger, Paris, compared to training school in Halliburton in Montrose, and also Trita Training School in Dundee. So I use those standards to put up this kind of training facility so that you can have hands-on the job as you pass through the training. Thank you.
Okay, this is the wellhead. So our task, our crew was to rig up from this wellhead to the SSV. So yesterday we were able to rig up from this point to this point. Like you can see, we have about 3 elbows that we'll use. 1, 2, and 3. So
We've learnt a lot, a whole lot.
the experience is so real. You know, it's as though you are actually in the field.
It really taught me a lot. I've learned a lot during this process. I've learned, you can see we are doing the practical now.
I appreciate my company for sending me here and Mr. Martin Sokoro for bringing me up to speed on water.
So I'll recommend the training. I'll recommend Well Fleet, Mega Service Limited.
That way, and then move this back this way.